Hello everyone, welcome back to another plan with me, and you might have guessed it, it's October and you know what that means? It's spooky season! So hello and welcome back everyone. You might have guessed it, for October I wanted to go with a spooky theme since October is the month of Halloween and I personally love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday after Christmas and I've never done a spooky theme. I always did for October something fall related. So for this month and this year I really wanted to do something spooky. For this I wanted to go with like old horror film kind of style as my main theme. So here you can see an illustration that I found online of a vampira, and if you've never heard of that you can Google it. I think a lot of you might recognize her. It's a very old, I think it was a show or movie, I don't really know, but about this lady who is a vampire obviously and she looks very strange. So she has very high eyebrows, very long fingers, and I found this illustration online and I thought that it looked very cute but also a little bit into horror. Not really, it's not, my theme is not going to be really horror, more like spooky, and so I thought that it was pretty cute for this cover. And so I built this cover page around her. So I drew her inside of a coffin because obviously she's a vampire and she sleeps in there, and this one is flying in the air because why not? And I also drew a lot of bats in this plan with me, and it's going to be very dark, you will see that. And I chose to do this whole theme in just black and white. I was thinking about doing some color here and there, just a little bit, but I decided against that. So you will see this spread completely in black and white, no color anywhere. So basically if you wanted to recreate it, you could just do it with a black pen. I did it with several black pens just because sometimes it's easier to have a bigger black pen to fill in these big spaces of black, but in theory you could do that with just a black pen, so no fancy pens required for this one. And what I also used was a pencil and a white gel pen. So technically it's not only black pens, but you could do it with black pens only. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, around Vampira I did a lot of different Halloween inspired doodles, so like a pumpkin, more bats, some ghosts, some bats hanging from a tree, and also this spooky mansion in the background where she might live or something else lives, we don't know. And for my heading I used this font that you can see right there. I don't know how to describe it, but to me it looks very much like Halloween, and so I thought that it was fitting. And for the other side of this page I wanted to do another quote page, and this time it says "Let's get spooky," and it has this very cool lettering that I saw online, which is just looks like it's like dripping and it's wet or bloody. I don't know, because it's black and white, we don't know. But yeah, I did this quote, and then again some more doodles, some more bats, and another ghost pumpkin. I know that might be strange, but it's Halloween and you can add whatever you want, so I chose that because I thought it looked very cute. And yeah, I'm very happy with how the cover page turned out. Now we're getting into the monthly planning, and again for the monthly planning it's also obviously in black and white, but this time, which is different to my other months, I wanted to do the calendar in the middle. So usually I do it on one side, which is typically the left side, but this time I wanted to do it centered and then do a lot of doodles around it. So I did that later on, as you will see, and I just have this small calendar in the middle. I also have again the lettering that you saw before, this dripping lettering. I don't know how to describe it. I think you see what I mean, and I just think it looks so cool. I did it several times in this plan with me, as you will see, and it's just very easy, but it has an effect. For my monthly planning I also like to add some spaces for planning, so for my monthly goals, and also to have some space for my Instagram and YouTube ideas. And this month I thought it was very clever that I would do them as gravestones, so that I can write inside of them but they look different, so they aren't just boring boxes as I would do them in other months, but I got a little bit more creative on this one and I think it turned out really cool. So I think you can see what my intention was. For the bottom of this page, I didn't really know what I wanted to add there because I had most of my planning on the sides of this page, so I chose to just doodle and draw a little bit more. So I have this black cat, another ghost, and I just wrote over it trick or treat. And then I was continuing with my content planner on the right side. I don't know, I really like having it and I'm using it a lot, and this time it's just another layout that I was trying out. And on the bottom of this page we have again some more doodles, and this time it's the whole graveyard with this guy which I think is called a Grim Reaper in English. I hope that's right. I'm not a native. If that's wrong, I'm sorry, please correct me in the comments, but I think you can see who that is. We all know him. It's the Death, so that's how I could have paraphrased it. The Grim Reaper or the Death, I don't know. Choose one. And then I just added more doodles around my whole page. So also one thing that I did in this plan with me is the stars that I did. Usually I would just do stars that would be empty, so they would look white, but because it's Halloween and we need more black, I did them filled in, and so I have these black stars all over the place, and I think that really adds to the whole Halloween theme. And also what I add all over these pages was black washi tape with white crosses, and yeah, I didn't know I had that, but when I saw it I was like, oh, it's a perfect washi tape for this month. But yeah, that's a little bit off topic because here we are coming to my habit tracker. And for the habit tracker, it's basically the same layout every month over and over again, but different doodles. So we have a spider with her net, and we have a ghost who says boo, very, very spooky and scary, I know. And then we have another graveyard on the bottom of this page and another house, which could be the home of a potential threat, you never know. And yeah, on the other side I just also, like always, I added my brain dump and I did some doodles around it with some bats, the full moon. And on the bottom of this page, I think this doodle is so cute. It's this cute little blackish cat, so it was supposed to be black, but if I did it black you wouldn't have seen the details, so I did it with my pencil in gray. But I think you get the idea that it's supposed to be a black cat from a witch. But this cute little cat sits inside of a pumpkin and has the hat on its head and I think it looks so cute. And besides my other doodles try to look more spooky, this one is just cute. It's just such a cute doodle and I love it so much. I love looking at it so much. And since it is October and that's the month of Halloween, if you didn't know that already, I wanted to do a spread idea that has something to do with Halloween. So I added this cute little space where I can just write down Halloween films that I want to watch either throughout the month or on Halloween. I don't know yet when I will watch all these films that I'm going to note down here. And yeah, there's that page, and on the other side of this 2-page I did another quote. This one says, "It's just a bunch of hocus pocus," and I think most of you might know what this means. So yes, Hocus Pocus is a movie and I would love to watch it. I don't know if it's on any streaming platform, but as a kid I loved this film and it's just such a Halloween classic and I would be thrilled to watch it this month. But yeah, we will see. At least it's part of my bullet journal, I guess. And now lastly, for this whole plan with me, we are coming to the first weekly spread. As always, if you want to see more, go over to my Instagram. It's @studyginny, and there I'm sharing all of my weekly spreads, either empty or filled in. Doesn't really matter, you will see a lot of more spread ideas if you're interested. So go over and check it out. But for the planning, I just chose this very simple heading of just October, and I did some... It was supposed to look a little bit electric, but since I'm not using any color, it was a little bit hard to show. So it just looks, I don't know, maybe like a spell in the air, I don't know. It just looks a little bit like Halloween inspired. So I think you get the idea. And then I just did normal hand lettering for like Monday, Tuesday for the different days. And then I just did for every single day, I did a little pumpkin that looked every time a little bit different. And then I just wrote the number of the day. So the date, yeah, the date. I wrote the date next to it. So like the pumpkin is the place where you can see always which date it is, and I just thought that looked very cute, and I like that idea a lot. I also doodled again on this page a lot, and on this page I also added another quote. This one says, "There's magic in the night, pumpkin glow by." And I know that the quote does go a little bit differently, but this was the way it appealed most to me, and it's my bullet journal, so I make the rules. But yeah, I added it. I think it looks very cute. I added a lot of doodles, as you can see, a lot of bats, stars, another graveyard on the bottom, this time with a bunch of ghosts. One of them was supposed to look angry, but I think it just looks hilarious. Yeah, but you get the idea. And more gravestones, more and more gravestones. These are just really easy doodles that you can just add anywhere, and so I thought, yeah, why not add a bunch of these? And for the other side of this weekly spread, of course, I added more space for daily planning, but also my weekly to-do list and a bunch of doodles. And then I wanted to do like more complicated doodles on this page, so I wouldn't really call them drawings or anything like that, but they are a little bit more complicated than simple doodles of a pumpkin. And so I wanted to do these two little very cute black cats that are just looking into a fortune teller's ball, and I think that looks so cute, and I have cats too, so I found that very cute, and yeah, there they are, and I think they look very cute in this spread. And what is a black cat without her witch? So since I have some black cats in this setup, I thought there was no witch in this whole setup, just vampires and ghosts. So of course I also had to include a witch, and so the empty space that I had still left was for the silhouette of a witch flying in the night. And of course she's flying on her broom, and after I did that doodle I just thought that the whole setup just came more together, because now I have most of these creatures that you would think of first when you think about Halloween, like a witch and pumpkins and ghosts and vampires, bats, all that fun type of stuff. And yeah, I think that it looks very cute. Also, what I did on the bottom of the page, as you can see, it's mostly like the whole bottom is like this graveyard, and there was this hand, and I think that's also a very cute idea because it looks like the hand wants to reach for the witch. I don't know, I just thought that it looked very funny, and so I added. And now we're at the end of this video, and here's just a final flip through my October. I think it turned out very cool. So I've never done a black and white theme, and it was very out of my comfort zone and very different to what I usually do, but I think, I don't know, I'm very happy with it, how it turned out. I'm happy that it is out of my comfort zone and it's so different. I'm very interested in what you think, so leave me a comment or tell me on Instagram or wherever you want. I'm very interested, and I hope you like it as much as I do. I hope you like Halloween, obviously, and I wish you all the best. I wish you a great Halloween. I wish you to have a lot of candy and watch good films. And so, yeah, without further ado, I would say have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!